As dawn breaks, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee fills the air and cheerful messages dance across your screen like bright musical notes. Suddenly, a harsh comment or a thoughtless gesture appears, like a cold wind disturbing the peaceful lake of your soul. Life is a symphony of emotions, where both somber notes and jarring melodies can unexpectedly arise. Encountering negativity is inevitable, but it's how we respond that shapes our unique life's song. Have you ever wondered why a sharp word can linger in our minds longer than 1,000 compliments? It's like an unsightly stain on a pristine white page, haunting us relentlessly. But remember, you have the power to choose how you perceive that stain. You can let it tarnish the entire page, plunging you into darkness, or you can see it as a mere speck, unable to overshadow the beauty of the whole picture. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger." Harsh words and negative actions often stem from the insecurities and inner conflicts of others, not a true reflection of you. In the face of such negativity, take a moment to look within. What are your true values? Don't let fleeting words dim the light that shines within you. By shifting your perspective, you'll find the strength to weather any storm and radiate your own unique brilliance. If you yearn to discover more ways to navigate negativity and build a life filled with color and light, hit the subscribe button today. We'll share valuable lessons, inspiring stories, and practical advice to help you conquer life's challenges and become the best version of yourself. Let's embark on this journey together. Step 1. Self-awareness. Have you ever wondered why sometimes we feel lost and disoriented in our own lives, even though we are clearly the protagonists on this stage? Why do daily challenges, harsh words, and scrutinizing glances make us falter, even when we know our own worth? The secret lies in self-awareness, an invisible yet powerful compass that can guide us through life's storms. Understanding oneself is not merely knowing what you like or dislike, but also exploring the deepest layers of your soul, the burning desires, the vague fears, and the untapped potential. When you truly understand who you are, you will have a detailed map of yourself, helping you locate your position in this vast world. Self-reflection is not a solitary journey, but an exciting and surprising adventure. When you bravely confront the hidden corners of your soul, you will discover wonderful things about yourself that you never knew. You will learn to accept and love yourself with all your strengths and weaknesses. You will find the strength to overcome difficulties and challenges, turning dreams into reality. Make self-reflection a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth or washing your face. Take time to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Listen to the voice of your heart and intuition. Learn from your mistakes and successes. By doing so, you will understand yourself better and become the best version of yourself. Once you understand yourself, you will no longer be affected by the negative words and actions of others. You will know how to protect yourself from toxic energies and build a strong shield for your soul. You will have enough confidence to pursue what you want and live a meaningful and happy life. Remember, self-awareness is not a destination, but an ongoing journey. Every day, you have the opportunity to learn and grow. Cherish every moment and enjoy this wonderful journey of self-discovery. Have you ever taken time to reflect on your self-worth? If yes, please leave a 1 to let us know. If not, please comment with a 0 to proceed to Step 2. Step 2. Identifying and understanding toxic threats. Imagine yourself as a vigilant guard standing tall at the entrance of a magnificent castle, your inner citadel. Within these sturdy walls reside your inner peace, physical health, and emotional well-being. Like any fortress, this citadel needs to be protected from invaders, those who carry negative energy, the toxins that can destroy your peace and happiness. To do this, you must become a discerning guardian, always alert to potential threats. Awareness is your most powerful weapon. Just as a vigilant guard must constantly observe and assess the surrounding situation, you need to recognize the warning signs when a toxic individual is approaching. They can be friends, colleagues, relatives, or even strangers. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that it's not the negative actions of others that have the power to hurt you, but your emotional response and how you perceive them, that are the deciding factors. To cultivate a stoic gaze, a calm and objective way of viewing a situation, you need to learn to identify the characteristics of toxic behavior. Constant criticism, whether direct or indirect, backhanded compliments, threats, manipulative tricks, or simply chronic complaining and pessimism are all warning signs that you need to be wary of. Remember, toxic people don't just reveal themselves through words and actions, but also through their characteristic personality types. Narcissists constantly seek admiration and attention from others, regardless of the feelings of those around them. Gossipers enjoy spreading misinformation and causing conflict between people. Energy vampires always try to make you feel drained and exhausted. Recognizing these types of people will help you be better prepared when dealing with them. Once you have identified potential threats, you need to build a detailed mental map of your inner citadel. This map will help you better understand your strengths and weaknesses, your core values and beliefs, and what is truly important to you. By doing so, you can reinforce the walls of your fortress, protecting your precious values from negative external influences. Imagine your mental map as a complex defense system with multiple layers of walls, moats, and watchtowers. Each layer of defense represents a different aspect of your being. For example, the first layer of walls could be your confidence and self-esteem. The second layer of walls could be your healthy and supportive relationships. The third layer of walls could be your skills and knowledge. By strengthening each of these layers, you will create a robust defense system, helping you withstand attacks from the outside. We've only covered 1/10 of today's lesson. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel so we can explore more together. Step 3. Fortifying your inner citadel. Lessons from Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Imagine yourself as Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic emperor of the mighty Roman Empire. He was not only a valiant warrior on the battlefield, but also a profound philosopher and a skilled leader who guided his empire through countless storms. His secret lay in his ability to fortify the walls protecting his soul, a strong citadel that helped him maintain composure and clarity amidst the unpredictable fluctuations of life. The soul of each of us is like a miniature empire, needing protection and nourishment. To build a solid wall, you need to learn from Marcus Aurelius, cultivating the qualities of a true king. First, cultivate wisdom, broaden your knowledge and vision. Marcus Aurelius was not only a talented leader, but also a learned scholar. He constantly sought, learned, and reflected on life, people, and the world around him. By reading books, participating in courses, and discussing with knowledgeable and experienced individuals, you will expand your understanding, thereby gaining a deeper and more comprehensive view of life. Second, cultivate willpower and a spirit of steel. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it." This means that you cannot control what happens in life, but you can control how you respond to it. When faced with difficulties and challenges, maintain an optimistic spirit and a strong will. Don't let negative emotions overwhelm you. Third, build a solid value system. Marcus Aurelius believed that to have a happy and meaningful life, people need to live by noble moral values. Clearly define the values that are most important to you and always try to live by those values. When you have a solid value system, you will have a solid foundation to stand firm in the face of all the storms of life. Step 4. Becoming a gray rock, a strategy to deal with emotional barbarians. In a tumultuous life, we inevitably encounter emotional barbarians. These are individuals who carry negative energy, seeking to provoke conflict and drama to satisfy their thirst for attention and reactions from others. They do not hesitate to use insults and harsh words to hurt and manipulate you. However, you can protect yourself by becoming a gray rock, an effective coping strategy inspired by Stoic philosophy. The gray rock method does not require you to become cold or insensitive, but rather to learn how to minimize emotional sensitivity, not letting others' negative words and actions affect you. Imagine yourself as an ordinary gray rock with nothing special to attract attention. You do not react, argue, or justify, simply exist in a neutral and unmovable manner. In doing so, emotional barbarians will lose their target because you no longer provide the emotional reactions they desire. For example, if a toxic colleague constantly criticizes your work, instead of reacting angrily or justifying yourself, you can simply reply, "Thank you for sharing your opinion." Or if a close friend always complains about their life, you can listen patiently and offer simple encouragement rather than getting caught up in their negative vortex. Philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." When you no longer care about what others think of you, you liberate yourself from their control and find peace within your soul. However, the gray rock method is not a miracle cure. It requires patience and practice. Initially, toxic individuals may escalate their negative behavior to test your resolve. But if you persist and stand firm, they will eventually realize that you are not an easy target and will give up. Remember, you are not obligated to endure others' negativity. You have the right to protect yourself and your happiness. By becoming a gray rock, you not only shield yourself from unnecessary harm, but also help toxic individuals recognize their behavior and potentially change. Leave a comment and let us know what you think. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to explore more interesting content with us. Step 5. Setting boundaries, the art of protecting your inner peace. Imagine your life as a vibrant canvas, where each interaction is a brushstroke adding to the masterpiece. Some strokes are bright and uplifting, enhancing your existence. However, there are also dark, heavy, and uneven strokes left by the toxic people in your life. These interactions not only leave marks, but can alter the entire masterpiece of your day, your mood, and even how you perceive yourself. Now think about the ancient Stoics. They were masters of their minds, not by avoiding adversity, but by strengthening their inner walls. They knew that not every opinion, criticism, or negative energy deserved their attention. What if I told you that dealing with toxic people could be approached with the same Stoic philosophy? It's not about building an impenetrable wall, but about selectively choosing which gates to open and when. This selective opening doesn't diminish you, it makes you the curator of your own peace. Visualize your energy as a precious and limited resource, like water in a desert. Each interaction you engage in is like giving away a bit of that water. Now, who would you want to give that water to? To the one who plants a tree in your desert, making it bloom, or to the one who lets it evaporate under the scorching sun? Setting boundaries is about investing your energy wisely, not with arrogance or disdain, but with the calm resolve of a Stoic who knows their worth and the value of their time. It's about calmly conveying, "This is where I draw the line," because your peace is non-negotiable. So move forward with this mindset, treating each day as an opportunity to paint your masterpiece, investing your energy where it flourishes beautifully. Remember, respecting yourself enough to set boundaries isn't an act of aggression. It's an act of self-respect and wisdom. Start today, not by cutting everyone out of your life, but by clearly defining where your garden ends and the wilderness begins, and watch how the landscape of your life transforms. If this video is resonating with you, let us know in the comments and hit the like button to spread its message. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Step 6. Accepting that everyone has their own unique perspective. Life is like a colorful painting, where each person is a unique brushstroke, contributing to the richness and diversity of the world. Just like the flowers blooming in the garden of life, each of us carries within us a unique lens, a unique perspective to perceive and interpret the world around us. Life experiences, values, and personal beliefs have shaped our individual viewpoints, adding vibrancy to the tapestry of our worldviews. Embracing the fact that everyone has their own lens, their own distinct way of seeing things, is the key to unlocking the doors of understanding and respect. Instead of trying to impose our own thoughts on others, let's open our hearts to listen, share, and appreciate the differences. Let's see these contrasting pieces as complementary colors, coming together to create a complete and vibrant picture. Only when we accept the diversity of thought can we collectively build a society filled with tolerance and empathy. A society where each individual is free to express themselves, is respected, and is encouraged to grow in their own way. This is the ideal environment for each of us to fully blossom and shine brightly like flowers blooming under the sun. Step 7. The art of non-reaction. In life, we inevitably encounter toxic verbal gladiators and masters of insults and barbs who thrive on heated arguments and psychological manipulation. They see these verbal battles as their home turf, using words as weapons to provoke anger, humiliate, and drag you into their emotional turmoil. But did you know that silence can sometimes be the most potent weapon against these individuals? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes tranquility and emotional control, offers us a highly effective yet often underestimated strategy, the art of non-reaction. When used intentionally, silence can become an invisible yet powerful weapon, disrupting the dynamic that toxic individuals try to establish. It acts as an invisible wall, preventing their venomous words from penetrating and hurting you. However, silence is not easy for everyone. Our natural instinct is to fight back against attacks, defend ourselves, and prove ourselves right. But Stoicism teaches us that mastering our emotions and maintaining composure in difficult times is the true manifestation of strength. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Your silence is the clearest testament to the qualities of a true Stoic, calm, rational, and unmoved by external provocations. Toxic individuals often exhibit predictable patterns of behavior. They use negative tones, harsh words, and provocative actions to elicit a reaction from you. When you respond with anger, annoyance, or defensiveness, you inadvertently fuel their toxic fire. But when you choose silence, you break that pattern. You deny them what they crave, your attention and emotional response. You become like a tennis player swinging their racket in an empty court. Your action may be powerful, but there's no target to hit. Naturally, at first, toxic individuals might intensify their attacks to try and provoke you, but if you remain calm and silent, they will eventually realize you're not an easy target and give up. The art of non-reaction isn't a universal solution, but it's an essential tool in your Stoic arsenal for dealing with toxic people. By strategically choosing silence, you not only protect your inner peace but also send a powerful message that you refuse to participate in their toxic game. Step 8. Creating distance, the art of mindful gardening in your soul's garden. Imagine your soul as a beautiful garden, filled with fragrant flowers and lush greenery. Each person you meet, each relationship you build, is like a flower that adds to the beauty of that garden. However, not all flowers exude a sweet fragrance. Some flowers may possess alluring beauty but contain toxins that silently destroy the vitality and life of the entire garden. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot prevent the emergence of these toxic flowers, but we can control how we react and interact with them. To protect our soul's garden, one of the most important strategies is to create distance from these harmful blossoms. Building a rose fence. Creating physical distance is the first and most crucial step. Sometimes you need to build a sturdy rose fence to separate your garden from the toxic flowers. This could mean declining invitations to hang out, canceling a meeting, or even ending a relationship. For example, if a close friend consistently sows negative thoughts and makes you feel bad about yourself, don't hesitate to say no to further encounters. Or if a colleague intentionally belittles you in front of others, find ways to avoid interacting with them in unnecessary situations. Remember, you are not obligated to endure things that hurt you. Planting positive trees. However, sometimes toxic flowers grow right in your garden, perhaps as colleagues, relatives, or even close friends. In these cases, creating emotional distance becomes essential. Imagine these toxic flowers as tall, overgrown trees that constantly try to block the sunlight and drain the nutrients of other flowers. To counter them, you need to plant more shade trees, positive friends, enjoyable activities, or hobbies that help you relax and recharge. For instance, if you have a relative who constantly criticizes your career, seek out friends who support and encourage you. If you feel drained by negative conversations, take time to read, listen to music, exercise, or do anything that makes you feel happy and comfortable. Watering your soul with mindfulness. Take time to care for and nurture your soul by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to focus on the present moment without judgment, helping you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. When you can observe negative emotions without being swept away by them, you can better control them and prevent them from affecting your mood. Shifting perspectives. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them." Instead of focusing on the negativity that others bring, try to shift your perspective and look for lessons or opportunities in those experiences. For example, if a close friend cancels a plan with you, instead of getting angry, see it as an opportunity to have time for yourself and do the things you enjoy. Seeking support. Finally, remember that you are not alone. If you feel overwhelmed by dealing with toxic people, don't hesitate to seek support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist. They will help you gain more strength and motivation to overcome challenges. Remember, your soul's garden is a sacred and precious place. Protect it from toxic flowers and nurture it with positive things, so it will always be filled with light, fragrance, and life. We'd love to hear your opinions. Leave a comment with the number 2 to let me know you like the video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to support the channel. Step 9. Don't let the whispers of others sway you. On the vast journey of life, let your feet tread freely, unburdened by the dust of gossip. Remember, the minds of others are not the true mirror reflecting your worth. Each person carries their own unique lens, a distinct worldview through which they perceive life. What truly matters is your deep understanding of yourself, your clear direction, and living in alignment with the values you hold dear. Don't allow the noise and judgments from the outside world to disturb the tranquility of your soul. Maintain inner peace, focus on cultivating a rich inner life, and steadfastly pursue your own aspirations. When you stand firm on the path you've chosen, praise and criticism will be like fleeting breezes, unable to shake a tree deeply rooted in the earth. Always remember, true happiness doesn't come from pleasing everyone, but from the freedom within your soul, from living a meaningful life on your own terms. Don't let the opinions of others define you. Let your actions and accomplishments tell your story. In the end, only you have the power to determine your own worth. Step 10. Focus on your goals. Have you ever felt like a bird soaring in the vast sky, filled with excitement as you embark on a new journey, a new goal, a new dream? Have you ever felt like you're flying on an open road, just needing to spread your wings and move forward? But then, in the midst of soaring high, you suddenly encounter fierce headwinds in the form of skepticism, criticism, or even fierce opposition from those around you. Feelings of instability, disorientation, and the urge to give up can strike at any moment. Let's meet Ellie, a young woman passionate about painting. She always dreamed of becoming a famous artist, having her works displayed in major exhibitions. However, the path to her dream was not easy. Ellie often faced negative comments from friends, relatives, and even strangers. Some criticized her paintings as too abstract and difficult to understand, while others claimed she lacked talent and should give up on this unrealistic dream. But Ellie didn't let those words discourage her. She didn't argue, try to explain, or prove herself to those who didn't understand her. Instead, she focused on honing her skills, exploring new styles, and constantly creating. She believed that as long as she persevered and put in her best effort, one day her works would be recognized. Ellie's story is not just a tale of passion and perseverance, but also a valuable lesson on how to deal with negative energy in life. Ancient Stoic philosophy summed this up profoundly. What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. You can't control what others say or do, but you can absolutely control how you react to those things. Imagine yourself as a boat adrift at sea. You can't stop the stormy waves, but you can steer your boat to overcome them. Similarly, when facing toxic people, you can't change them, but you can build a mental shield to protect yourself from their negative words and actions. This mental shield is made of confidence, self-esteem, and belief in yourself. When you have these, you won't be easily hurt by harsh words or disrespectful actions from others, as you'll be able to maintain a calm attitude and continue moving forward, despite any difficulties and challenges. For example, when a close friend of Ellie's said that her painting was not good at all, instead of feeling hurt and insecure. She smiled and said, "Thank you for sharing your opinion. I appreciate it. I will continue to try and improve even more." Remember, you are the only one who has control over your life. Don't let toxic people affect your mood and decisions. Focus on what you can control, which is your actions and attitude. By doing so, you will overcome all storms and achieve what you desire. Step 11. Take time for self-care. Interacting with individuals who carry negative energy is akin to being swept into the relentless whirl of a never-ending battle. Their words and actions are like poisonous arrows aimed straight at your mental fortress. Gradually, your positive energy depletes, leaving you feeling tired and exhausted. In this fierce battle, Stoics understand that self-care is not just a temporary measure, but a vital strategy for survival. Just as a Stoic warrior meticulously tends to his wounds and sharpens his weapons after each battle, we too need to cherish and nurture our souls. Make self-care a sacred daily ritual. Do not dismiss it as frivolous, but see it as an invaluable investment in your mental health. Give it the priority it deserves, like any other important task. Plan it carefully, and carry it out with discipline. Spend time on activities that truly make your heart sing. It could be jogging in nature, immersing yourself in the greenery and breathing in the fresh air. Each step acts like a rhythm, bringing you into a state of balance and relaxation. Or those quiet moments on a yoga mat where you connect with your body and mind, releasing tension and finding inner peace. If you love art, let your soul soar on the wings of inspired brushstrokes. Each painting tells a story, an emotion expressed through colors and shapes, or simply lose yourself in writing, letting your thoughts and feelings flow onto the page, easing the burdens in your heart, and finding tranquility. Marcus Aurelius, the famous Roman philosopher-emperor, often turned to journaling as a way to reflect on himself and seek inner peace. He shared, "Every day, take time to reflect and write down your thoughts. It's a way to understand yourself better and find peace within your soul." Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, found joy in teaching and sharing the philosophy of life with those around him. He believed that helping others understand and apply Stoic principles in their lives was a way to spread value and find meaning in his own life. Seneca, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, found joy in reading and writing. He believed that engaging with great thoughts and sharing his reflections through writing was a way to expand his understanding and enrich his soul. No matter which activity you choose, remember that the most important thing is that you find joy and relaxation in it. When you wholeheartedly engage in these activities, you will feel the release from daily stresses, with negative energy gradually dissipating, making way for a fresh and positive energy. This is the precious gift you give yourself, helping you stand strong in the face of life's storms. In Stoic philosophy, mindfulness is not just a method of calming the mind, but also an art of living, a path to inner freedom. Stoics believe that our minds are like a flowing river, constantly swept along by thoughts, emotions, and desires. Without knowing how to master this flow, we will be carried away by the turbulent waves of life, losing peace and happiness. Mindfulness, or meditation, is the compass that helps us reorient the flow of our mind. When practicing mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions objectively without judgment. We do not try to suppress or avoid negative emotions, but learn to accept them as part of life. Like an observer standing by the riverbank, we see the leaves floating by, the waves crashing against the shore, but we are not carried away by them. We realize that thoughts and emotions are only temporary phenomena, not our true essence. When we let go of attachment to these thoughts and emotions, we find true peace and freedom. Additionally, for Stoics, nature is not just a beautiful backdrop, but also a great teacher, an endless source of inspiration, and a healing balm for the soul. They believe that when we immerse ourselves in nature, we connect with a primordial energy, a deep-seated tranquility and peace. Even a simple walk under the green canopy of a park or an adventurous exploration of pristine forests can soothe our stress, anxiety, and worries. The chirping birds, the rustling leaves in the wind, the fragrance of earth and plants, all blend together, creating a gentle symphony that brings us back to balance and relaxation. Nature also serves as a truthful mirror of life. Observing the changing seasons, the growth of plants, the resilience of wild animals, we learn valuable lessons about acceptance, change, and perseverance. Nature teaches us that everything has its cycle, and we need to learn to adapt and accept what lies beyond our control. Especially when faced with negative energy from those around us, immersing ourselves in nature becomes more important than ever. Nature acts as a detoxifying agent, helping us cleanse our minds, dispel negative thoughts, and regain inner peace. Standing before the vastness of the earth and sky, life's difficulties and challenges seem smaller, giving us a broader and more compassionate perspective. Take time to walk in the park, hike, camp, or simply sit by a river and watch the water flow. Let nature embrace you, heal your soul's wounds, and give you the strength to face life's challenges. Because nature is not just a place for relaxation, but also a reliable companion on the journey to finding true happiness and peace. Step 12. Cultivate yourself into a mindful observer. Harsh words and disrespectful actions can deeply hurt us and rob us of our inner peace. However, Stoic philosophy has given us a powerful tool to face these challenges: prosopopeia, the art of becoming a mindful observer. Imagine yourself standing on top of a high mountain, looking out to observe the whole scene. Down there, a storm is raging, the wind is howling, the rain is pouring down, and thunder is rumbling. But you, on top of the high mountain, remain serene and unaffected by the fury of nature. You clearly see the destructive power of the storm, but you don't let it shake your mind. That is the metaphor for prosopopeia, the ability to detach yourself from the negative emotions of others and view things objectively, without judgment. When you cultivate this ability, harsh words or disrespectful actions will no longer have the power to hurt you. You will see them as passing winds, leaving no trace in your soul. Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them." When you look at things objectively, you will see that the negative behaviors of others often do not stem from personal malice, but are the result of inner turmoil and deep wounds in their souls. Understanding this, you will no longer feel offended or hurt needlessly. Instead, you will have a more compassionate and understanding view of them. You will realize that they are also just people who are struggling in life, and their behavior is just a way for them to express their suffering. When you are no longer caught up in the emotional whirlwind of others, you will gain inner freedom. You will be able to choose your reactions wisely and calmly. You can choose to remain silent, choose to engage in a calm and constructive dialogue, or simply walk away from the situation. Remember, you cannot control the behavior of others, but you can completely control how you react to them. Train yourself to become a prosopopeia, a mindful and wise observer. By doing so, you will protect your soul from negative influences and find true peace and happiness in life. Step 13. Don't try to change toxic people. Changing someone who carries negative energy is a challenging and arduous journey. It is akin to attempting to redirect a swiftly flowing river. You might temporarily alter its course, but the natural flow will inevitably find its way back. Similarly, each person has their own inner world, with thoughts, emotions, and beliefs that have formed over years. The negativity they display is merely the tip of the iceberg, hiding deeper wounds, insecurities, and unresolved conflicts beneath the surface. Stoic philosophy teaches us that instead of trying to change others, we should focus on what is within our control. We cannot control the thoughts and actions of others, but we can absolutely choose how we respond to them. This is the power of free will, one of the core values of Stoic philosophy. When you accept that you cannot change others, you free yourself from the burden of frustration and helplessness. You will no longer feel angry or sad when they fail to meet your expectations. Instead, you will have a more objective view of the situation, allowing you to make wise decisions that are in your own best interest. Imagine your soul as a vibrant garden where blooming flowers, lush green trees, and gentle streams flow. This is your Stoic garden where you find peace and balance in life. However, in this garden, it is inevitable that weeds will appear. People with negative energy, harsh words, and hurtful actions. Just as weeds try to spread and choke the life out of flowers, toxic people can negatively impact your soul's growth. Don't waste your precious time and effort trying to pull the weeds from others' gardens. You cannot change their nature, nor can you force them to become positive. Instead, focus on nurturing your own garden. Spend time cultivating the flowers of positivity in your life. This could be healthy relationships, activities that bring joy and meaning, or simply quiet moments to connect with yourself and listen to your heart. Water your garden with moral values and positive living principles. Cultivate patience, compassion, and the ability to forgive. Learn to accept the things you cannot change and focus on what you can control. Protect your garden from toxic weeds by setting clear boundaries, avoiding negative people and stressful situations. Spend time with good friends who always support and encourage you. When you focus on tending to your own garden, you will see it become more lush and vibrant. Positive flowers will bloom, bringing you joy and happiness, and with that strength you will be able to face toxic weeds without letting them affect your peace and happiness. Sometimes strategic withdrawal is a wise and necessary decision. Just like a brilliant general knows when to retreat to preserve their forces, you need to recognize the right time to distance yourself from toxic relationships and negative environments. This decision is never easy, especially when it involves loved ones, friends, or colleagues. We are often torn between emotions and reason, between the desire to help them and the need to protect ourselves. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that our mental health is the top priority. If a relationship leaves you feeling exhausted, devoid of joy and peace, it is time to reassess its value. Do not let compassion and the desire to help others cause you to lose yourself. Remember, you cannot save others if you're drowning in your own suffering. Distancing yourself from a toxic relationship is not selfish, but an act of courage and self-love. It is how you protect your soul garden from harmful weeds, allowing it to continue to grow and thrive. It also creates space for positive and healthy relationships to enter your life. Step 14. Listen more and respond with calmness. In confrontations with negative individuals, Stoics do not allow themselves to be drawn into the vortex of anger and pointless arguments. Instead, they choose a different path, one that demonstrates wisdom and self-control, listening and responding with calmness. In Stoic philosophy, listening is not merely hearing what others say, but an act of deep understanding. It involves paying attention to every word, every gesture, every emotional expression of the other person to gain a deeper understanding of their thoughts, motives, and hidden pain. When we listen sincerely without judgment, we create a safe space for others to express their innermost feelings, thereby reducing tension and conflict in communication. Responding with calmness is a manifestation of inner strength and excellent emotional control. When we do not allow ourselves to be drawn into futile arguments, we not only protect our inner peace, but can also soothe the other person's tension. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Anger is temporary, but its consequences can last forever." By remaining calm, we avoid regrettable actions and words while creating conditions for a more constructive dialogue. For example, when a colleague expresses anger and criticizes you without reason, instead of reacting with similar anger, you can choose to listen to what they say, trying to understand the root cause of their anger. They may be facing difficulties at work or in their personal lives, and anger is just a way for them to vent their frustrations. When you listen and show empathy, you can help them calm down and find solutions to the problem. Listening and responding with calmness is not just an effective communication strategy, but also a way to show respect and care for others. When we treat others with kindness and compassion, we not only help them feel heard and understood, but also create a positive and healthy environment for everyone. Remember, listening and responding with calmness is not a sign of weakness or concession, but a manifestation of strength and wisdom. It's how we demonstrate self-control and the ability to manage our emotions. It's how we build strong and meaningful relationships while contributing to a better world. Step 15. Stop arguing with negative people. In the tranquil garden of your soul, where vibrant flowers of thoughts and emotions bloom, be wary of the poisonous blossoms that carry the seeds of negativity. Do not allow them to take root and spread their toxic fragrance, polluting your peaceful haven. Engaging in arguments with those harboring negativity is akin to trying to extinguish a fire with oil. It only fuels the flames, leading to greater destruction. Instead of wasting precious energy on futile debates, learn to accept that you cannot control the thoughts or actions of others. This is an unchangeable reality, like the river that relentlessly flows towards the sea. Let them be free with their own internal storms. Focus your attention on nurturing your inner garden, cultivating the seeds of compassion, patience, and wisdom. Uproot the weeds of envy, jealousy, and resentment. Remember, true happiness and peace come from within, not from the approval or validation of others. When you have cultivated a strong inner self, harsh words will be like raindrops falling on lotus leaves, rolling off without leaving a trace. You will find serenity amidst the chaos of life and radiate brilliance from within, regardless of the darkness that surrounds you. Step 16. Learning to forgive yourself. On the arduous journey of Stoicism, besides cultivating an iron will and accepting the unchangeable adversities, we also have to face an equally challenging task: learning to forgive ourselves. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a noble quality, demonstrating the strength and wisdom of a soul that has been tempered through the fires of life. It is the key that unlocks the door to liberation from the shackles of the past, allowing us to embrace the present and future with a peaceful and serene mindset. As human beings, none of us are immune to mistakes and stumbles along the path of life. There are times when we let negative emotions like anger, sadness, disappointment, and regret overwhelm our minds. In those moments, we feel small and weak in the face of life's storms, like a lost boat in a vast ocean. We blame ourselves, tormenting ourselves over past events that cannot be changed. However, Stoics understand that self-blame is a pointless punishment, a vicious cycle with no way out. It cannot help us fix the past, nor can it help us solve present problems. On the contrary, it only makes us sink deeper into the mire of negative emotions, draining our energy and hindering our personal growth. Forgiving ourselves does not mean we accept our mistakes, but rather that we learn to view them objectively, like an outside observer, without judgment or blame. We see those mistakes as valuable lessons, experiences that help us grow and improve ourselves. Just as a pearl is formed from rough grains of sand, mistakes can also become precious gems in our lives if we know how to learn and grow from them. As Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Don't let them haunt you. Look ahead with an open mind and a hopeful heart." His teachings serve as a beacon of light, guiding us on the journey to find peace and happiness. To achieve this, we can start by recognizing the negative emotions present in our minds. Don't try to avoid or suppress them. Allow yourself to feel them fully, like a shower, washing away the dirt in your soul. Then, delve into the root causes of those emotions, which could be due to past mistakes, unhealed wounds, or overly high expectations we set for ourselves. Once you understand the causes, accept that no one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes at times. Don't be too hard on yourself. Treat yourself with love and compassion, like a gentle mother soothing her child. Learn from those mistakes, drawing valuable lessons to avoid repeating them in the future. Finally, let go of the past and move forward. Don't let past mistakes become a burden on your shoulders. Believe that every experience, good or bad, is a part of the journey of growth, the bricks that build the solid foundation of your soul. Remember, forgiving yourself is an ongoing process that requires patience and effort. There will be times when you feel challenged, like a small boat in a stormy ocean. But don't be discouraged, persevere and practice, and you will find your soul becoming lighter and more serene. When you know how to forgive yourself, you will have the strength to overcome all difficulties and challenges to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. And so we've traversed the landscape of Stoicism, uncovering 16 powerful strategies for navigating the treacherous waters of toxic relationships. Let these insights be your armor, your guiding light, empowering you to face any adversity with grace and resilience, safeguarding your inner peace, and fostering connections that uplift and inspire. But remember, the Stoic path is not a solitary one. It's a shared journey, a collective pursuit of wisdom and inner strength. There's a vibrant community of kindred spirits out there, eager to welcome you with open arms. Share your experiences, your triumphs, and your challenges, and let's learn and grow together, weaving a tapestry of shared resilience and mutual support. If this exploration of Stoic wisdom has resonated with you, if it has kindled a spark of empowerment within your soul, then pay it forward. Like, share, and subscribe, so that this flame of knowledge can spread far and wide, illuminating the path for others seeking serenity and strength. Thank you for joining us on this voyage of self-discovery and philosophical exploration. May the principles of Stoicism forever guide you towards a life of profound peace, unshakable happiness, and unwavering virtue.